1980s, there was a lot of student protests, a lot of divestment protests. People recognised and were an honest witness to what was happening in apartheid South Africa at the time, and they said, you know what, that's not right. I don't want to buy products off a system that profiteers off apartheid. And there was a lot of divestment protests, a lot of investment drew out of apartheid South Africa. And lo and behold, South Africa is no longer an apartheid state, you know? And I think that's just people bearing honest witness like we do every single day. And in the same way the people, students in particular, and God bless students who were active over the last little while, saying we wouldn't want to see the kind of violence that we're seeing on our TV screens for anybody. It's not right. We wouldn't want to see anybody subject to the kind of violence that we're seeing on our TV screen. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We wouldn't want to see the kind of genocidal violence that we're seeing playing out in the assaults on Rafah. It doesn't matter where in the world you're from. It doesn't matter where you are from in the region. If you're Palestinian, if you're as an Israeli citizen, we wouldn't want to see you subject to that kind of violence. We want peace and security and safety for anybody in the world, right? And that would mean also seeing a Palestine free from occupation. Palestine free from occupational violence, free to pursue meaningful statehood, self-determination and statehood in a meaningful, sincere way. There was no, I come from Ireland, as I said, we have an occupation, a history of occupation that goes back centuries. And that came to an end after, in the 90s, in my lifetime, two communities saying, you know what, peace is better, and coming to a political solution. And a peaceful political solution that the American government was party to brokering as well too. And the American citizenship also was part of reaching out to their representatives. And as a result, I grew up in a peaceful Ireland. And I would just urge you and encourage you, if you feel moved, to reach out to your democratic representation and ask them to represent you on that same basis, in that same compassion, and represent you in that human empathy and in that human witness. Please do. That's just all I'll say. But the ways that people show up for themselves, for each other, these things are powerful. And Mavis Staples has always embodied to me the poetical expression of a revolution of love and kindness, the poetical expression of a revolution of radical inclusion. And Alison Russell, who I've been blessed to tour with, does the very same. I think the way that people show up for themselves, show up for each other, is so powerful. And thank you for letting me witness the kind of love that I've witnessed here tonight, and the kind of community that I'm witnessing in New York City every day. These things are powerful. It's not the waking, it's the rising.